I really didn't feel like making a video today. I straight up just didn't want to, but I have to now because of what I found out about yesterday thanks to one of my mates telling me about this. If he didn't tell me about this, I probably would have never found out sooner. What Shift Up has done has definitely been below the belt. They definitely gone too far with this. Basically because the CN, also known as the Chinese servers, basically got the special treatment. They basically got all the quality of life patches that Global have been asking for over 2 years. Only CN got it, nobody else. Pretty clear that this is a form of favoritism right there. I mean, I've heard that the server's still got its own issues, but still, this is clearly favoritism. No doubt about it. And this Reddit forum basically explains everything basically with what the CN users got and what we didn't. In short, basically saying that loading times are significantly reduced, which is crazy. They could load into the game way faster than what we can. The tribe towers have auto progression. Again, how do we not have this after all this time? Regular and manufactured modes don't have SRs, and failed modes build up to a 100% SSR mold. That is the bigger issue with part of the controversy. That's the bigger thing that people are talking about here. Okay, I'm gonna show you the comparison right now. On the left are the molds we got now. Collect a certain amount of this item to recruit SR or SSR Nikkes. And on my right is the CN modes, and you get a 100% SSR. You see the problem. Battle Passes has 2 levels, one just for pulls, one for resources, so basically you can buy those 2 separate if you'd like. Multiple characters have had their kits buffed. According to Sifhei, he will cover them in time. You can now level up 5 characters at once until you are over the 160 wall. Shops have been updated with better resources and characters are available in other shops. Again, how do we not have this? And apparently there's more to it with the CN has animated solo raid frames as well. I don't know much about raids. I'm not really a raid kind of guy, so I don't know too deeply about that. Synchro Machine no longer has a 4-hour cooldown to add new characters, and to show you the evidence, thanks to the user El Shafto for showing the evidence here that is definitely the case. Again, how do we not have this on here too? It is ridiculous to have a 4-hour cooldown over switching a different Nikke for another to begin with. And resetting unit levels no longer cost gems, only useful for new players. So I got nothing much to say about that. The CN version has a censorship bypass that lets characters have the same designs as Global. I don't see a single excuse as to why Global did not get these quality of life changes. Even worse is that the Global Nikke accounts are shilling Celebrate 24/7, now pretending we don't notice what they are doing on the CN servers. I am not liking how radio silent the devs have been since the 2.5 anniversary, and it feels like they put the game on autopilot and they are only using it as a platform to promote Celeblade for the foreseeable future.
Wait, Nikke anime, new skins, near collab rerun, and more, but only for CN. So you mean to tell me that CN, they're getting new skins, they're getting a Nikke anime, a near collab rerun. Meanwhile, for Global, they ain't getting shit? This cannot be true.
Your feelings for her are not real.
They are real to me!
I swear, if they add a skin for Yola exclusively for CN, I am going to be genuinely mad.
This is insane. Collaboration, guaranteed SSR, more skins, better rewards, nothing. Absolutely nothing. This is what people are spamming on Twitter. This is what people are spamming nonstop. Stop treating us like second-class citizens. All the things that global players wanted in Nikke, they pretty much said, yeah, guys, we're going to implement that in CN only. We're going to put that in CN only. I don't understand why these companies, why they decide to do things like this. Why can't you just treat everybody equally? We're all playing your game. We're all supporting your game. Why the fuck do you guys have to sit here and treat one group differently from the other? The most disrespectful one is the molds. The fact that CN players get a guaranteed SSR character no matter what, and they don't get an SR unit. Meanwhile, for global players, oh, you can still get an SR character. And the excuse, oh, it's going to take time for them to implement. Fuck out of here, bro. It's not about them taking time to implement this in global. The guy said in the video, people have been complaining about this for 2 years. And the fact that they made these changes in CN, meanwhile completely ignoring global, come on, bro.
Big shout out for Cephai and Pharos for covering this topic as well. More depth, lore, and scummy behavior from Shift Up that I didn't even know until now, which is them adding exclusive content to CN. If that is true, I hope that's not true. If that is true, that's pretty fucked up. People have every right to be bad at this, by the way. They really do. At this point, they have every right. Faros is right about everything in that video. Like, seriously. If the CN is able to get 100% molds of SSRs, Global should too. We should all be treated equally. We all play the same game at the end of the day, so I don't see any point or reason to give CN special treatment. It just makes no sense, and it just goes to show that you don't really give that much of a damn about the support after all this time. And during the making of this film, NIKKE finally responded to the whole controversy, or should I say partially responded.
Regarding the launch of the Chinese version. Lastly, we'd like to share an important update with care. On May 22nd, Goddess of Victory NIKKE officially launched in China. Due to significant differences compared to the global version at launch, the Chinese version will run on a separate build with its own policies. The 2.5 years of gaps in separate builds meant that on one hand, there might possibly be story spoilers, but on the other hand, it also allows us to incorporate some unique and complementary elements. We understand that some people may question why certain new costumes and convenience features are only launching in China, and we completely understand those feelings. But we believe that the two versions, China and global, will grow in their own directions, under different conditions and circumstances that one day their differences will enrich each other.
So, it's gonna be like mine.
he was not having it at the end there. Yeah, notice how they managed to address anything else other than the molds. Yep, it just really speaks for itself there. They have addressed the start time when you launch the game NIKKE, and they said that they're going to improve that on November, but the load time for CN has already been fixed. And for 2 years, they're going to fix it in November for global. Why they're going to take till November to fix this, I don't even know, but all I smell right now is fish in a barrel. And of course, there were some weirdos trying to defend this.
Oh, but Mr. N.M.P.D, the quality of life isn't what you think it is. They don't have all the NIKKEs in the CN version, and the story in the game is completely different in a bad way. And China is very strict with certain things into their country.
Okay, you perhaps are right about the last part. They are pretty strict. I really can't confirm if the other accusations of that is true, but either way, the fact that they are giving out molds for 100% of a guarantee for SSRs every time for exclusively CN servers is bullshit, and I do not like those green eggs and ham. I do not like them Sam I am. These global players have been asking for a quality of life patch for 2 years. And all of a sudden, 2 years later, CN gets those patches and we basically don't get shit. And on top of that, they're going to get exclusive outfits, and I swear to God, if one of them is Yulha, I am going to lose it. Along with some other rewards exclusively for CN, which again, I am not a fan of it, at all. And basically overall, with how the NIKKE developers settled it, it was that basically told us,
yeah, well, it is what it is. The differences between the CN and global will enrich one another. If you don't like it, sucks to suck, I guess.
yeah, so overall, everyone in the community, specifically for global, are pissed off about this, and rightfully so. Just imagine supporting a gacha game for years, and you've been asking for a quality life change for years, and then once you finally got it, just to know for the fact that it's only exclusively going to the CN server.
Betrayal. Betrayed.
Look here, listen. I have been playing Goddess of Victory NIKKE since day one. I love this game, and I love Yulha. And as much as I hate to admit it, since late 2024, the game has slowly started to feel repetitive to me. Though I still tend to do my daily rewards almost all the time, I just don't bother looking into the story. Especially if it's a limited time story from a new NIKKE in the game. Because what's the point if I can just wait for it in the archive section in the outpost, even though I still might not look into it. Anyways, after knowing what ShiftUp has done with the CN servers and how they treat it compared to global, I might stop playing NIKKE often because of it. And you know what? I'm gonna say it right here, right now. I don't care if I get canceled for saying this. I'm not buying Stella Blade.
Why are you gay?
It's not only because it's made by ShiftUp, it also has some of its own reasons with why I'm not gonna bother getting the PC state of it at least. But that could be for another video for another time. Overall, with the whole mold situation, it sucks. The developers here are being pretty neglectful towards us global users, and they honestly need to do better. CCP shouldn't be excused as a way to get special treatment. Anyways, I believe that's it. If you like what I do, be sure to subscribe, like the video. It'll let me know that you guys would really like it. I don't really tend to cover Nikke content like this. This is just one of those times where I felt like it really needed to be done, because after all this time, I've still stuck with this game, even with the whole rupee controversy with her being a bit censored. I still stuck with this game. I still put money on this game. And now after hearing this, after seeing this, I'm not even gonna put a dime in on this game anymore until they make a big change.